ask me, what's my favorite street food in Vietnam? And it's always the same answer, Bánh Xèo. So it's really simple. All you need is equal amount of corn flour and rice flour, half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of turmeric. So these pancakes are lovely. They're gluten-free, so if you have issue with flour, these are great. And the last thing for the batter, some carbonated water. Some people use beer, other people use coconut. In my family, I've grew up learning this from my grandmother, and she does it simply with water. Cheap and cheery. And I find it really funny when you go out, you pay about £14 in London for a pancake, when I can make the whole meal for the same price and much better quality because you know what you're putting into it. Then the next thing we're going to do is to rest this for 30 minutes, or as my mum said, leave in the fridge overnight and then do it in the morning, and it gives you a nicer batter. So give it a rest and then just place it in the fridge. And here's the batter I made earlier. I always want to say that, it's like being on Blue Peter. You need to give it a good stir. And you can see the colour for the turmeric has changed a little bit, it's more yellow. And so we draw a lot of our cuisine from other countries like India, China, and we were colonised by the French for a long time, so we like to borrow other people's food. So if you're Indian, you know this dish, it's called dosa. It's not the same as an English pancake batter because it's more runny. To get a crisp batter, it needs to be this colour, so don't be tempted to add flour to it. So for the filling, it's traditional to go with pork and prawn. We love our meat and seafood. You can put whatever you like in. I see it served a lot in Britain with chicken breast, but if you want to be traditional, I would go for belly pork. You're not going to eat a lot, but the flavour is much better. And if you're vegetarian, swap it out. So things like mushroom or tofu would work beautifully in this dish. For the fish dipping sauce, we always start with garlic and also chilli. So depending on how much chilli you like, I would say 2 for me, because I think I like it nice and spicy. Take all your frustration out of the day, give it a good bashing. So we add some sugar to some hot water to dissolve. To make sure it's a good fish dipping sauce, you want the garlic and also the chilli to float on top. And if you leave the water to cool a little bit before you add it, that would be the case. Let's melt it. It's actually quite cool now. So we're going to add some lime to it. So I quite like mine quite sour, but it depends on what you like. Just love the smell of lime. It's just so lovely and refreshing. I must admit, fish dipping sauce, my favourite sauce in the whole world. Chilli in. It's sweet, it's salty, it's sour, it's hot. It's got the umami-ness from the fish sauce. It's actually amazing. Okay, ideally it should be a little bit thinner, but you know what? It's fine. It's nearly lunchtime. We need to eat, so I'm going to have to do this fast. So try and make yours a little bit thinner. And the last bit, use a decent quality fish sauce. Right, let's get rid of this and make the pancakes. You really need a decent frying pan for this, because otherwise it will stick like mad. So I'm really pleased with my Hexclad pan, because the heat just split really well, and actually you need something slightly heavier, so when you turn it, it cooks really nice and evenly. And it's called Bánh Xèo for a reason. When you put the batter in, it makes that sizzling sound. So the Vietnamese word is xèo or xèo. So when I put the batter in, you can hear it. So that's where it gets named from, Bánh Xèo. So one ladle, and you've got to move quickly. In it goes, see the tail, turn it. A handful of bean sprout. Quickly pop a lid on. 2 minutes on the clock. We got it. And then all we do is turn the heat down a little bit and cook it for another 3 or 4 minutes. We're doing now, we're just drying out the edges of the pancake. It's a balance between cooking the batter on a medium heat or low, because you don't want to burn the pancakes, but then you want to make sure it's actually cooking enough that actually it's crispy at the bottom. So let's have a quick look. So you can see the outside is sorted. Yeah, okay, let's flip it. Okay, so one crispy pancake. There you go. I really love my Hexclad pans because you can get a really decent non-stick pan. Without this pancake would be a nightmare to cook in, but I love this because it works so well. There's no pretty way of eating Bánh Xèo, you just gotta go for it. So what you need to do is grab a lettuce and some herbs. So I've got some perilla, a little bit of mint, some cucumber, and a little pickle. And then my crispy pancake. I'm gonna go for it and get a big piece. Wrap it up in a little parcel. Fish sauce. Dunk it in. That's a really big bite, but it's worth it. Now go away because I need to eat my food. See you soon. Have a good week. Bye.